Hebrews, Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For Yahweh, Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love, which ye have shown towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua by Shem Kakodash. The Wadi Yabashim Yahushua for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word of sincerity and truth and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come, race wars, famine, concentration camps, the R5D tip, which is the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lift up the whole full lack into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. Hey, I brought this out of the Lord to the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customs they have taken upon. And this video was very spiritual, and so right now the time is 9:15 p.m. Monday, October 2nd, 2023, the hopeful year, all prophecies come to pass. And so I'm just waking up from an exhausting nap. And I woke up to one of the brothers' videos, and I skimmed through, and then I seen the name of the video. So when I saw the name of the video, just the first verse that jumped in my head. So let's go to this video real quick. I watched probably, like, I don't know how much of it, but I watched a little bit, just enough to start this video. Right. And I was like, wow. If that wasn't spiritual, I don't know what to say it was. So the name of his video was Your Labor and Sacrifices. Alright, we gotta go to his video real quick. Because we feel he said something in this video and it triggered, well, the name of the video, and then he said something and it triggered this video. So it says, your labor and sacrifices will be more than worth it in the end. So, and I was thinking about a lot of other stuff right when I woke up until I saw this video. So I saw his name, and then I heard what he said. He said something, but maybe I'll play it, and then if it comes back, I'll yeah, maybe I'm just trying to remember what he said. But oh yeah, he was explaining all the things you go through. We all going through. We all got something we're going through. And it was crazy, right? So I went to my mechanic for him to fix the problem that he's gonna help me out with. And then my ABS light came on again. I was like, oh boy. So and it's for the same shit I had tried. Somebody supposed to have done before, but Esau is just a damn liar. Well, anyway, so I just wanted to go because I ain't eat all day, right? I ain't eat all day. I probably had like a piece of cheese or something at work, but that was it. Just get through the day and have a little energy. But I was doing all my damn work, and I was thinking about, I was telling the Lord, I was just, meditating, talking to the Lord. I'm not sure, just telling him, like,
thank you for having me do this ministry and things like that. And I was praying to him, don't take your name from me. And I was also saying something else that I'm like, I don't want to put nothing else before you. Then I got a text from somebody, in between all my thoughts, and this person hardly hits me up. So, but only because she just act like I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, oh boy. And then I feel like it was a test. So, then I was like, oh man, you know, I could feel these demons on these people. You know, these demons are heavy on these people. The more you don't eat and the more you feed your spirit, the more you in tune with the spirit world. You know, because you're you're weak in the flesh, but you're strong in the spirit. You know, and so I was just thinking about the Lord, and when I got home, I just said I just want to eat a nice sandwich. A little wrap with lettuce, tomatoes. I was also thinking about lettuce and tomatoes, a little bit of turkey and some cheese, and then take a nap, go to sleep. After a long day, and I woke up to this video, and he was like, us brothers, we going through stuff. I want to go to the point where he said that at, but I guess I just had to let him play, and wherever he started at is where it's going to begin. Okay, Salakia, we're gonna let it play. Shalom to this brother, because one time, I met him once, and this was on 34th Street, and me and him was standing side by side. I was reading for him, just like when I first came into the truth, like way up, you know. But shalom to his brother. We was on the battlefield together, you know. His brother's in Mississippi. He was with the brothers in Chicago, but now he's in Mississippi. I forgot how you pronounce his name, but you know, but shalom. What the hell? Oh. Shalom. Salakia. Trying to get to the point. Bahasham, Rakat Spirit, double honor to our with the 140 and 4,000, full elect, until we're delivered, went to sleep. And someday it came to me, so we out here. Alright, so just getting into it, man. I pray it's gonna be edifying, Lord willing. I just want to do a video before I went to sleep. And someday it came to me, is your sacrifices will be more than worth it in the end. Okay, your labor and your sacrifices will be more than worth it in the end. Because in the end, that's when you see it. Just been meditating on a few things, and the whole body of Yahweh Shai, you beloved brothers out there, everybody's going through it in some form or fashion. You're going through the straight gate right now, and it's not pleasant. Yeah. So yeah, he said that, and I was just thinking, and that verse came to my mind. The Lord is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. And so that was the first verse that came to my mind. So, and he said that it's not pleasant. So a lot of those things happened. I was like, man, I was asleep. So I woke up to that, and that was very inspirational, saying that I truly believe the Lord spoke through him to me. And just based upon, I met a lot of brothers since I've been in this ministry that came to 34th Street to New York. You know, I met them at certain gatherings. You know, across the globe right now. I can tell you, I met a lot of brothers. I do believe the brothers in UK. I met brothers from London. I met brothers from Canada. You know, Texas, Mississippi, Chicago, DC, Baltimore. I met a lot of brothers, man. So I feel like I have a connection now, like, and that is very, very inspirational to me. You know, and I truly believe the Lord is telling me, look what I got for you. Look what I have for you, brothers. You know, you may have sacrificed not having your family, your immediate, people that's in your family, brothers and sisters. But look, I gave you more brothers. You got more brothers than you can imagine. So I truly believe that, cause I got based upon my father, my mother, I got a big family, but they're not of the ministry. And I always hear Apostle Hart says, he always talk about in Apostle Bar, and a lot of the brothers, they always talk about their immediate family. That's not the brothers. Just verse or something. What did Yahweh Shah said? For these are my brothers and sisters, Bible verse.
According to Bible.com.
This just jumped in my mind, Salakia. And this is so true, because this is what's going to narrow down itself. It's who the Lord is dealing with. All right, Mark chapter 3, verse 35. For whosoever shall do the will of Yahweh, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. So those are our brothers and sisters, the ones that's doing the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Your immediate family, the people that's in the world, that's not doing the ministry that you came up with and you knew them, that's your brothers and sisters, that's not your immediate family. I mean, that's your immediate family, but that's not the family that Yahweh Shemel Shah is giving you. The ones in his ministry is the ones he gave you. It's very powerful for that to be Mark chapter 3, verse 32. And the multitude, right? And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brother Benjamin without seek for thee. And he answered, this is Yahweh Shah saying this, and he answered them, saying, Who is my mother and my brethren? And he looked around about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. And he's looking at the ones that are around him, the disciples and stuff. For whosoever shall do the will of Yahweh Shah, the same as my brethren and my sister and my mother. So the ones that's your brothers and sisters. The one that's doing the will of Yahweh Shah. Until further notice, man. Because we had individuals that's been in this thing that's not doing it no more. Or they fell out, or whatever happened. But right now, your family is one that, like I said, I truly believe that when I woke up, right, I'm sleeping, right, I'm tired. I was watching the brothers in Texas too. And, I was listening to them, laying down. So I woke up, and it was a very long, I think I watched some of it, and I cut it off, and it was a little bit left in it. And they said something spiritual in that part too. They said something, but I was like, it was a relief, and it relaxed me. So I went to sleep, after I ate my sandwich, my little wrap, just lettuce and tomatoes and a little wrap. But I had two of them actually, and so I went to sleep. After they said what they said, I was feeling really good. I was like, wow, I feel comfort. And the brotherly love is them let brotherly love continue is another way of the other brothers are doing their videos, man, and it helps you, man. That's why we gotta get out there and do, even if you don't have a lot of views. Whoever watches, if they give you a thumbs up or they just heard something, you inspired them, and you did your job. You took care of the flock. So that's where it's at. So our brothers and sisters in the ministry, we're brothers now. So the brother said he was saying that, so I'm going to let you hear a little bit more, and let's go right to it.
Keeps you going, ultimately, is the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord, the mercy and grace of the Lord that rests upon you, that's what keeps you mobile. That's what keeps you moving, because nothing else is keeping us going. He's the
Con, and I felt like that today. I feel like that every day, like, especially when I'm going, I got I travel to get to camp, so I truly believe, like today, after I got my little whatever situation I was going through with my car gas, so you know what, let me just buy my damn tickets right now, and get ready to catch the bus down. It's on Monday, but let me get my tickets early so I ain't gotta worry about it later. Just got that out the way, and I said I'm just gonna get down to camp, and because I tried it last week, I had car problems. I said, forget about this car. This car is trying to distract me. It's gonna make me, man, trying to drive it down. I ain't got no time. I said, I already, said before, I don't need to commute with it far. I just need to get back and forth to work and do a couple of deliveries just to make some ends meet. Other than that, like the brother said, shalom to that brother, man. Like I gotta say, I remember when I met him. We was on 34th Street, and I was reading for him. He was visiting, the New York camp, and he was speaking. I was reading for him. I remember that. I was like, wow, because it is like it's like an honor to meet a lot of brothers, man. It's an honor, and it's very, very spiritual, very powerful stuff. Oh, and the brothers in Philly too. Shalom to the brothers in Philly, man. Philadelphia, brotherly love, man. So yeah, so this brother right here said some powerful words, and I was just like, yeah, that's it, man. The Lord is not going to forget. If you're sincere, He's not going to forget your labor of love. And I truly believe I'm, through the Spirit, I brought this out that I'm one of those men that, that standing so stiffly for Yahweh Yahushua, that I receive one of those crowns. So, the Lord He's not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. And if you're committed to Him, you gotta be tested. You gotta go through the straight gate to get to Him. This task of difficulty. So I truly believe that I'm being tested, all day, every day. Another brother said, I remember, he was like, Satan is here to test you. He's a part of your test. Your issue is a part of your test. So you gotta deal with it. You can't go break down, go sit in the corner and not do nothing. You gotta stand. You gotta endure. You gotta stand stiffly for Yahweh Shah, and He will give you your steps, man. He will guide you which way, but you gotta keep pushing that good foot forward for Him. So let's listen a little more.
continue to keep going, you know, because brothers feel wore out, you know, a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately what keeps you going is the Lord, you know, and the blessing that we're in a grace period now. And
So yeah, and that's right. The Lord keeps you going. So that's the part I got up to, and then I put this video on. So we're gonna go into some verses I found, you know, and to worry about Shemel Shah for this um for this for this ministry, and we do minister. We do minister to the saints, and we are being ministered too. And you know what proved that? Our apostles, they always complimenting the other brothers, you know, that's coming up in rank, you know, young brothers in Texas, you know, North Carolina, you know, other places in London. They always compliment their videos. Oh yeah, this video inspired me to do this video. This video inspired me. So that proved that, you know, that you Nazariah, right? That Apostle Hall is not T-Guard. He's being inspired by other young men that he taught. And that's true. Apostle Hart taught these men, like, you know, Elder Yashawamba, Montezakba, you know, all the other elders, you know, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Amakar, Apostle Ramla, you know, these Amor Gabar, you know, these are some of the names that I could say, you know, who has inspired, who these men has inspired each other and has inspired me. And I brought this out, if you know, if any brother watch my video, that hopefully I inspire them to keep going, man. You know, because no, this thing ain't easy, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I was thinking something and I needed comfort, and I'm telling you, at the same time, them my little demon mama called me out of nowhere. I'm like, oh boy. Right when I woke up and I'm all trying to get my mind together, she calls. I'm like, oh man. And I'm thinking about you know, Yahweh Shemel Shah, and you know, and the brother I'm watching, you know. No, she called, and then after I saw the video, and I was like, wow. And I know what I told her? I was like, listen, I don't think we should be together. She got all quiet. I was trying to tell her, I said, I was thinking about this all day. I said, I don't think we should be together. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So, I just, you know, what we should be focused on is trying to, you know, do this work for the Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because there's so much going on. And besides, do you even have time for, you know, everybody else's issue? You know, I don't want her to go out into the world and do something unlawful, but who knows? You can't never tell what somebody else is doing. You know, we've been around the block. I've been around the block tons of time when it came to women. And women are very fickle. You know, especially if they don't get what they out of you. If they don't get what they're supposed to get out of you, they be moving on, and you be left stranded, holding your feelings in your hand. So, I truly believe that this ministry is our true love. Working for Yahweh Shemel Shah is our true love. First love. So, hold on. First love Bible verse.
According to Church of the Great God, nevertheless I have this gift, that you have left your first love. Remember therefore from where you have fallen, repent and be.
That's right. Salakia. Yeah, this just came to my mind. And Revelation chapter 2, verse 4. Nevertheless, I somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. And thy first love is just Yahweh Shem Shah. You know? Yeah, in my mind, maybe I'm just bugging. But, that's why I was telling her, like, I don't think we should deal with each other. I was telling her that. Hey, because this thing, everything is a distraction, man. Yo, your job, your bills, your this, that, your car problems, everything's a distraction. And all I could think about when I got out of work, because I didn't want to eat at work, I didn't want to eat a lot. I try not to eat in the daytime anyway. Especially when I'm running around and I'm trying to get work done. Yeah, I fucking do the stupid ass jobs. You gotta pay, you gotta go to work and pay your damn bills. It's not for you. We ain't supposed to be fucking working. I know that. We're kings, man. We're kings and priests. We're supposed to be um um tending to Yahweh Shemel Shah's wills, his will. So man, so the brother, that was very inspirational when I heard that, and I just thought about these verses, and look at a few of the verses. So our first love is just truth, and that's supposed to be worried about. And that's that's scripture, and that verse I just read. This is the true love. This is the first love, man. This doing this ministry, and do minister. Right. So I had another verse. Let's see if I remember. Let's read this in the Let's read Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10 in the NLT. Right. For Yahweh is not unjust. He will not forget how hard you have worked for him, and how you have shown your love to him by caring for for others, for other believers, as you still do. And that's what we do, man. And as we still do. Just like I tell you, another great example is our apostles and our elders, man. And from being in this truth, seeing them, and I still see them, and I'm like, wow, they're very inspirational. This is, despite whoever else is not around, that's, it's this thing is if they're not here now, the Lord didn't want them to be here. The grace and mercy and the will Yahweh Shemel Shah was not in them. So I don't know. I'm just saying, based upon the ones that's here, they're very inspirational. And I do appreciate them, and I'm happy they minister, because they serve Yahweh Shemel Shah by serving us this truth. They serve the truth to us. And like I said, the brother, when he said that, I was like, wow. At that moment when I heard that part, I said, wow, that was for me at that moment. I needed to hear that. And it triggered this video. It triggered the video. Like, a majority of my videos is inspired by other videos. So that's how we are connected. We're connected through the inspiration of our brothers that's doing this ministry. Do all y'all about Shemel Shah for that. What's that? Let me see. Let's see. I saw something. Hold on, let's do it this way. Let's go this one instead. I just saw something else. Maybe I can find another verse. Y'all about to see me outside. I'm about to, oh my gosh. Oh man. I don't know. I just verse came to my head. I gotta go back. Hold on. I just saw another verse. Alright. Let's go this way. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, we. Wow, hold on. Oh man, I'm gonna get to the point. Look what it says. Very inspirational, man. Look, it says 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 7. Love, never give up, never lose faith. I think this is the NLT translation. It's not. I mean, hold on. Wow. Hold on. I gotta go to this chapter. Hold on for a second. Powerful. Whoa. That was powerful stuff right there. Oh, man. Serious stuff right here. I want to see this verse. Yeah, Salaka, that was the NLT translation. All right. It says 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 7. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeful all things, endure all things. And that's what we're supposed to do. We supposed to deal with this and go through all the rings. It's inevitable that we about to encounter something more powerful than anybody could imagine that's sitting on the earth. Because the brother said what he said exactly. He said and it's gonna be all worth it, right? That's what he said. Right? Let's go back to the name of his video. It says your labor and sacrifices will be more. This is what he said. Your labor and sacrifices will be more than worth. Your labor and sacrifices will be more than worth it in the end. I'm telling you, the end is the moment. That's where it's at. Enduring to the end. You know? And it's the fight, the ultimate fight, man. The ultimate, all the stuff that's going on around you is for the end. Can you endure to the end? You know? So let's read this verse again. It says, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. It's powerful, man. That's some serious stuff right there. That's what it says in the NLT, because I was just looking at it. I was like, wow. I think that was the NLT. Yeah. It says, love, never give up, never lose faith. It's always hopeful and endure through every circumstances. We got to endure through every circumstance, man. I'm telling you, man, it's like it's all gonna be worth it at the end. And the brother clarified that. About you know how he clarified it? When I heard it. And then all the other things, it started triggering other verses and other things in my mind. I said, Lord, you spoke to me again. Here I go again.
whether I win or lose. Hey, I remember that was one of my favorite things to hear back when I first. That was a song. But I remember when the elder brother played it at one of the brothers, they had a little get together, and he played that song. And I looked over there, but he played the beat without the verses. And I remember doing a song to that. And I was like, oh, no, don't get on me. I said, no, forget it, don't get on no mic. But, yeah. And I was like, oh, man, that was one of my favorite beats. That was, being around, I tell you, being around the brothers, very inspirational, very powerful. This get together, when we get together, it's so inspirational, man. And that's what triggered this video. This brother, he inspired me, and he said, and I was saying something I wanted to say all day, and I ended up telling her a little bit. I was like, it's too much going on, and I know she got quiet, So she was like, oh, I'll call you back. So she's probably crying right now. But man, it's too much, man. It's too much distraction. If we could spend a little time, but that's fourth dairy. First and foremost, we're supposed to be dealing with the ministry of Yahweh Shah. Everything else is a distraction. If it push comes to shove, if she's saying that, oh, I don't mess with nobody, and if it's true, she'll be waiting for me with open arms. But until then, I'm sticking to this ministry, man. Because I truly believe that Yahweh Shemel Shah been running me to the ringer, cleansing me, making me endure hardship of things, death of people, close encounters of situations and getting taken out of that, and situations happening and then getting out of that, powerful stuff. And do you think Satan ain't mad at you? But he got a job to do too. So his job is to test you, run you through the ringer, and see how much see if you're gonna endure. But if here's another detection, how did the word go? Here's another indication as the Lord's dealing with you, that if you're going through all these situations, these demons, you can see the demons on these people, man. They talking these shit. You better wait a minute. Really? Hey, Apostle Hall says so. I mean, every time this man speaks, okay, every time he speaks, it just triggers stuff inside me. I'm like, man, that happens to me. He said the video, right? He said he be in his room, he be in his house, and he be seeing demons shape-shifting in his house. Oh, man. When he said that to me, I felt he was saying that to me because that be happening to me. And he said, I'm a spirit. He said, man, I'm a spirit too. And now, I mean, when it happened when I was a little boy, I was always running my mother's room, right? When I learned this truth, and it was happening to me, I felt the presence. I always feel presence around me, and you can't see them. Those are spirits, right? And I'm like, man, what you want, man? Or they come mess with me in my dream, sleep paralysis. They be attacking me and shit. These things happen. But when he said it, he clarified it. That was inspirational. That clarified this. That was a clear indication that, boom, you're on the right path. That's for me. That's what motivates me, man. And yeah, sometimes you need to be kicking your pants to keep going. Move it, move it, move it. Get your videos up. That's love, man. You know, that's love. Get your hands in your pocket and get your videos up. Stop twiddling your thumbs. Hey, man. Hey, you can go to work every goddamn day for the damn Esau. So what we can push a video per day, or every other day, or how many you can do a day. Try not to miss nothing if it's possible. I know it's hard, man, because you want to get out of here, man. Or you be like, tomorrow, maybe today, in my mind, I be thinking the same. Maybe tomorrow they'll drop this dollar. We right there. If we saying that we want this dollar, that means we hoping and praying that we want this dollar to collapse. So that's the next glory. That is a glorifying thing. The more this society falls, the more glorifying our Lord is going to be. Yahweh Shem Yahshua going to be. That's powerful stuff, man. So like, where we at time? All right. Oh, man. So, yeah. Love, never give up. Never lose faith. Is always hopeful and enduring through every circumstance. And that's right. We got to do it through every circumstance. So, yeah, that was the point. And, yeah. So, like the brother said, he said, your labor and sacrifices will be more than worth it in the end. And that's what happened. He that endures to the end, the same should be saved. He that endures to the end, the same should be saved. Bible verse. This verse just jumped in my head right now. So Salaki. Maybe this ain't the one, but yeah. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. Let's see something here. Yeah. This ain't the one, but I'm going to read it anyway. Let's get to the point. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. See? So that means you got to be out there doing your work, man. You got to be doing the wills. You got to be doing Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You got to push the videos. You got to talk your shit, baby. Tell what you learn. Tell what you learn. Salaki, this just came to my mind to say that. Salaki. Tell what you learn. Who taught you? Tell them who taught you, baby. Tell them. And don't be ashamed of it. You know. This verse just came to my mind too. Let's see. This verse, this word. So, no, man. Don't be ashamed. Bible verse. I don't know what. It's just the word just came to my mind. So Salakia. I just want to find. All right. So. First Peter chapter 4 verse 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Mashiachite, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh
Yahweh on this behalf. On what behalf? This truth, man. Romans chapter 1 verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel. See, of this truth of the gospel. Of Muhammad Shia, Yahushua. For it is the power of Yahweh unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jews first, and also to the Greeks. Right. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So you got something to stand for, man. First John chapter 1 verse 9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to clean us from all unrighteousness. So we got a job to do, man. We're gonna be cleansed, man, from all unrighteousness. Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing with me, man. Stop playing, man. If you are hopeful elect, man, get out there and so you can feed feed us brothers and sisters, because we hungry, man. I know I'm hungry, man. I want you to do, if you want, do your work, man. I know I'm saying that to myself, man. Bro, that was crazy, man. The brother said that, and I'm bursting, I'm in flames, man. Keep igniting me, man. I don't know. I was just saying, man. I ain't never read so much in my life, bro. Just telling you, man. I was no nerd. I wasn't smart. You know, it was some days when I remember being in the world. It was days that I was gonna make dumb decisions. I truly believe the Lord said, "Nope, you ain't gonna be doing that shit." I truly believe Yahweh Shemi Yahushua got me out of all my damn stupid decisions. Right? That to this day, I say to myself that I'm supposed to be dead. Maybe tons of different times. So do I have in this one lifetime to be dying? I don't got 9 lives, but just looking back, I'm just like, whoa. Like, oh, I'm thinking like I ain't supposed to be here. So, nope. What's that? Chronicles. Luke chapter 9 verse 26. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my word, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he shall come in his own glory, and in his Father, and the holy angels. So he gonna have a team, man. You better get your shit together, because I'm trying to get mine together. Fuck this shit, man. So yeah, let's go back. We're gonna end this video. So the water Yahweh Shemel Shah for the brother in Mississippi, for him putting this video up, and I heard it and I just jumped on it. So the water for that. So like the video, like the verse said, wow. So yeah, let me bring it home. I'm gonna end it with this. So let's go back. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shown towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And that's what we do, man. So, hey, Dwadi Abashimel Shah for this opportunity. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah by Shemakakodash, Dwadi Abashimel Shah for giving us apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom. Kumya Shalom.